Hey everybody, this is Haley and I'm going to do a video today about the ZTE Z Max Pro. The phone originally came out on the Metro PCS network in July 2016, and at that time I believe it was available for $99. I bought it yesterday from T-Mobile, where I have a contract, for $179.99 is actually the total price of the phone. So it's about a little less than $100 more than you would pay for it on the Metro PCS network. And one of the main reasons I chose this phone, as you can see, it has a very large display, very large screen. It's a 6-inch display, which is as close to the Note 4 as I can get for the budget that I wanted to spend for this phone. I've already opened it up and removed the labels and everything. Just take a moment to show you the charging block, regular prongs. It's a USB attachment. Here's the cord. It's pretty decent size, pretty decent length of cord here. Now you will note that the USB is a USB-C type. It's not a micro USB. So if you're replacing your phone with this, you will not be able to use the USB cords that you already have unless they are a USB-C. One thing I noticed when charging the phone is that it works no matter which way you put it in. So that's pretty cool. The other thing here, well, I want to show you the SD and the SIM card slot, but I'm going to have to turn my phone off first because it doesn't like it when you just pop it out like that. It goes into danger, Will Robinson. Well, no, it really doesn't do that, but it gives you messages that says, please don't do that again. Okay, so I just have a very basic security setup on the phone. It allows me to press and unlock it. I've got the settings pulled up, which you can access by pulling down the menu, hitting the gear, which pulls up all the settings where you can access things like your Wi-Fi, setting up security settings, updating your display and your ringtones, where you can manage all your apps and stuff at. A few things that I noticed. On the display, you are allowed to make it never turn off, which is something that I couldn't do with my Note 4. I think the max screen time I could set was 10 minutes, which was convenient to a degree unless I was, I don't know, trying to use the screen as a reference when cooking. Sometimes I can't touch the screen with cooking fingers, so I needed it to, display longer, and with this phone, I can definitely do that. I've set it to never sleep again. Let's see, it has a cool daydream feature where you can set it to when the phone is being docked or when it's charging. It'll basically show your photos, or you can just have it show a random color pattern, which I think is cool also. Another cool feature of the phone I like is in the sound and notification area, where I can set my own ringtones. It allows me to access the music that is either already saved on my device or on my memory card. So I can, pick and choose any song that I have available in here. Let's just pick one. The sound must be down. And you can hear that it has a pretty nice sounding sound to it. Gets pretty loud, so you definitely hear it. The only thing I don't like about the ringtone feature is that it doesn't allow you to edit the clip. So whatever song or MP3 file that you want to use, it should already be set with the time limits that you want to use it on. Otherwise, if you choose a song that's maybe 5 minutes long, it's going to start at the beginning of the song and it's just going to play until you get that notification. Another cool feature, you can update the font size. I like my font pretty small for whatever reason, and it gets pretty small as you can see, but you can also make it really big in case you need to see it bigger, so that it's also cool. There's a feature here where you can cast to other available devices. I have not set up my Bluetooth yet, so I don't have anything in there, but if I did turn it on, then I would be able to cast it to other available devices, which is also cool for watching movies or playing games or whatever you need to do with that. Phone operation is pretty standard. You know, you've got the scrolling of the screens. You can click on this menu button and then you get access to all your apps and whatnot. Another thing I like about the phone is that it didn't come with a lot of bloatware. There actually wasn't much of anything extra included on the phone. The other apps that you see here, like Amazon and this game I play called Daddy Was a Thief, I downloaded that. It did already have Facebook on there, and of course it comes with like the Google apps, Gmail, Hangouts, etc., YouTube, but pretty much it's a virtually empty phone, which I like, which means that I won't get a lot of pop-ups or, you know, have a lot of space that's going to be taken over by useless applications. One thing I noticed with this phone, unlike on my Note 4, it does not give me a little pop-up of my notifications on Facebook, whereas on my Note 4, when I would open this and, you know, go to my Facebook or look on my screen where I had the Facebook icon, it would have a little bubble with a number to tell me how many notifications I had on it. That does not happen on this phone, but again, it's more or less, you know, a nitpicky thing. It still functions well. You can open up the Facebook app and let's see, just scroll, see how well it scrolls. It's pretty responsive. Haven't had any real issues utilizing that. The calendar feature, one thing I think is cool, or at least different about it, when you go to set up the calendar appointment and you want to set the time, it gives a clock. So let's say I wanted to do 12:45. I'm going to hit that button and then it goes to my minutes, and then that's the time. That's a little different from the Note 4 calendar, which only gives you like a digital clock and not an actual clock with hands. I'm going to cancel that because I do not want that. The other thing to notice is the smooth surface where the buttons are located, the sensors are located. This is my back, and this will pull up my recent applications, which if I want to close those, you know, I would just do that, or I can do that, or I can clear them all, which is also fine. That's my home button, so it will always pop me back to the home screen. They are not raised, and that's again another familiarity issue, because with the Note 4 you have the little raised home button here, but again, not a big difference in functionality and usability. And you can actually switch these two buttons around in the settings if you want to. Let's see if I can find out where that is. I don't know. You're gonna have to play with it, but you can actually make this the recent button and make this the back button if you want to for any reason. And just to give another demonstration of the sound and the video, I'm on YouTube. Gonna look up something. I've chosen Fur Release by Beethoven.
So it's your friend's birthday. How do you find the perfect gift? Download the
Amazon
app and let it find you.
It's pretty loud.
Just seen your mom.
Gonna skip that. You can see it's loaded pretty quickly. Again, it's pretty loud. Here's where the speaker is located on the back. As you can see. Here's the microphone. There again is the USB-C charging port. And if you turn the phone on the other end, here you'll find the headphone jack 3.5 size. You'll also note the ear holes when you're talking on the phone. Here you can see the camera. Here's the front camera lens. And here's the rear facing camera lens. And again, the integrated fingerprint sensor. One other thing that I noticed about the phone is that it only has the Chrome internet application. On the Note 4, there was Chrome browser. I think I might have had to download it. And then there was the internet browser button, which is missing from here. So there's only Chrome. Let's try searching. The other thing that's missing from the keyboard is the .com button. That was pretty convenient. I have typed in cnn.com. I am on my mobile network and not Wi-Fi, so you can see that it's taking a little bit of time to load. It's a lot faster on the Wi-Fi. But this is the scrolling. I am trying to pick a random news story that is not sad. Just to show you how fast it loads. I've clicked on a link, and here is the story, words, video. Video ad, take a little time to load. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool as far as navigating the internet, searching, doing whatever you want. It has the OK Google feature that, of course, you have to be in the search bar or in the Google search. OK Google. OK Google. OK Google. Show me best phones of 2016.
Here's a summary from T3. Read iPhone 7 Plus review. Read Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge review. Read Google Pixel XL review. Read iPhone SE review. Read OnePlus 3.
Okay, so you can see how that works. You pull up the phone, it automatically goes to a contact list, and if you press any one of these, they're going to automatically dial that number. So if you want to dial a number instead, you push that little button. You can go back, look at your call logs, or look at a contact list. Let's see. Okay. And we're going to power the phone down now so I can show you the SD and SIM card tray. And while that's working, just to give you a little bit of spec info about the phone. Again, it has a 6.0 inch screen. The pixels are 1080 by 1920. Again, the rear camera is 13 megapixels. The front facing camera is 5 megapixels. It has 2 gigs of RAM and is running on a Snapdragon 617 chipset. The battery is 3,400 milliamps per hour. And, you know, standard battery for about this phone size is about 3,000, sometimes less. So there's definitely more talk time, though I have read in the reviews that the phone takes longer to charge. So you'll definitely be wanting to charge this overnight. Doesn't have the quick charge feature, which is unfortunate, again, because with the Note 4 you can charge it in like 10 minutes. But with this phone, again, you're definitely going to need to plug it up overnight. It comes with the Corning Gorilla Glass. It has an octa-core processor. It comes with Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Let me flip over my notes here and see what else I have. It is made completely out of plastic, but it's got a real heavy feel to it. It doesn't feel like plastic. It doesn't feel weak. It feels very durable. This back is a very dull matte finish. According to some reviews that I've read, it does pick up fingerprints really well. So you may want to invest in a case to keep it down, but as of yet, I haven't been able to mark it up or do anything with it. It feels very good in my hand, and I don't have a big hand, so I definitely need 2 hands to use this phone. But again, I've gotten used to handling the humongous Note 4, so this feels very, very good and solid in my hand. And we're going to take the little key and pop it into this very small hole right here. I'm gonna push it in a little bit, and as you can see, it's popped out just a bit. I'm gonna slide it out, and bam, there it is. Here is the nano SIM, and here is my micro SD memory card. And once you put that in there, then you can just pop it back in like so. Voila, the back cover does not come off. The battery is non-removable, so if you ever need to have that service, you will have to go back to T-Mobile or the manufacturer for that. But the other upside to that is that you don't have to worry about the phone falling to pieces when it hits the ground.